So I think I had an awesome idea. That's coming up in this video here, but I'm going to do a whole series called Cheap Genius Hacks. And check this out. Let me know what you think. If you think it's geniusery or cheap hackery, one of the two. I think it's pretty good. Okay, I got this run-of-the-mill air tank here. This was an Amazon job. It was like 30-40 bucks. The regular end on it for your schrader valve, but it takes forever to fill up. When you fill it up by this from your actual your big air tank or whatever you got, and whenever you're filling up your tires with this thing, you got to jam this onto the valve stem and keep it there, and it takes forever. So we're gonna fix that, make this better. So this air gun that I've had for a while, thing is great. I'll put a link for all this stuff. This clips on your valve stem and stays where you put it. So you click it onto the threads, stays there, and then you can just pull the trigger to fill it. And it's got a bleed off here too. These plugs here are how I'm going to make everything happen. And this whip I got on eBay for $9.75 shipped. So this is a super cheap project to improve this thing. I'll show you how it works when we're done. Okay, so here's what we got now. We got the whip hose into the tank with the coupler. We've got a plug put on the end of the air chuck that came with it in case you want to use that for something. I think it kind of sucks, but you could always keep that plugged in just to make sure you have something in case you didn't want to bring your your air gun with you or something. Any air tool will plug into here now. Say you needed maybe a impact for something real quick, or a blowgun, or anything really. It'll work. It'll plug in there. This air gun will plug in. That's what I'm going to use it for primarily, probably. But the other main reason that I did this was so that I can fill it up faster. So this plug, when we plug it in the end, the quick connect here and the quick connect to my shop air, we can fill this thing up super quick. Watch this. Okay, so watch how fast this is. We're at 0 psi in the tank. We're going to turn on shop air. See how fast that's coming up compared to doing it via just a chuck. You got a lot more airflow going through the whole quick connect than you do going through the schrader valve. So we're already past 100. Air compressor's probably going to kick on here, maybe not. But you don't really have to worry about. I mean, if you were worried it was going to get too high, you can turn the airflow off with this valve here. That'll keep anything from going in or out of the tank. It'll go to whatever your air compressor is set at. So my air compressor is set at 120, so you know it's not going to get above 120 and get in the red zone on this thing. So it works pretty sweet. I like how it comes together. So now let's unhook this thing. I'm going to turn the airflow off here. And I'm going to unhook this baby. Unhook this thing. A little plug adapter. And we're all set. Now I can turn this back on. And our quick connects will hold the air in. And if I can do this with one hand here. Sort of. Now I've got any air tool that I want. So now I've got this thing hooked up to a hose, and you can do whatever you want. Tell me this couldn't come in handy. Yeah, total cost for this whole shebang is dick. You got a couple plugs, little couplers. You got to use a couple wrenches and some Teflon tape. I mean, tools and materials, you're talking almost nothing. And this thing is way more useful than it was 5 minutes ago. Well, I'm glad that worked, and it is genius, in fact. Like and subscribe for more. I'll have more stuff coming. I've got a couple things in my back pocket that I've done before that I can do videos on. It's pretty good stuff.